Hey, what's up? Welcome back. This is Kevin on the Double Clutch Podcast, and my balls are sweaty. there, I did not take a shower last night because I did not get home from work till very late. They definitely, uh, they definitely used me for my full potential yesterday as far as hours worked go. So, if this goes up a little bit later than normal, I apologize. Not really, but I mean, come on, life happens. So, I'm not gonna be whine about it. I'm not gonna, apologize. I apologize for shit. I had a late night, man. It was a rough one. And it's probably gonna be the same thing tonight too. Hopefully, I can fucking just do this right over my phone or some shit because that's where it's all being recorded from. It's not like I have some high tech, equipment here in my truck. All I have is my headset and my phone. It's probably why it's all in mono. I mean, unless I fixed that by now, but pretty sure I didn't. Because I don't have, the money to just fucking throw away on something right now. But sooner or later, if it is still in mono, it'll get better at some point, but it all depends. Because I can't, like I said, I can't have just a microphone sitting in my front of my face here in this truck. I don't need any more blind spots than I do. It's so much easier just with this headset that I have, but with the app that I'm using on my phone, I don't quite think I get good enough. Like I get good quality out of it. Everyone can hear me. I can hear my whenever I go through it and everything. It just doesn't sound professional because I am not a professional, especially when it comes to this stuff. I mean, not it's something I haven't done. I've only done it for this is my fucking whatever fourth fucking podcast or whatever. So don't expect me to have professional grade shit. At least not yet. Maybe one of these days. But hopefully that won't include a giant microphone that I have to hook up and sit right in front of my face while I'm driving. Because if that's the case, then I probably just won't fucking do this. Because as of right now, this thing's basically just a journal. Because it's not like I'm really saying a whole lot of useless or useful things. Everything I'm saying is pretty useless right now. Whoa, buddy. These fucking people. Yeah, it's once again, man, all these people. All these shit people that don't know how to drive just fucking getting in my way. We had one of our guys get into an accident, I think Monday. Something like that. Yeah, Monday, I believe. They got into an accident. It wasn't his fault. Just people being fucking stupid. He's going up the hill. Somebody decided to try and either cut him off or they tried to pass him. But they didn't pass him quick enough. They ended up slamming right into his fucking steps. Just hit him. Like, what were they expecting? Were they expecting to go through him? He even fucking went against the guardrail. Not the guardrail, but the concrete barrier. He even skidded up a bit, against that a little bit. That's a shitty thing, man. It doesn't go against him. It ain't his fault. The cop even said it's not his fault, but that's still a piece of shit thing to have to deal with. He was just driving. He was doing what he was supposed to do, and this guy just fucking was in a hurry to get nowhere, probably. I mean, he didn't have his wife in labor in the car or anything like that. It was just him being like, oh, this has got to get here faster. GPS said this time I was going to beat it by this much. People were just fucking ridiculous. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here on these fucking roads. It's like the Wild West. You can't fucking make a mistake or else that's it. That's traffic for the fucking next 5 to 7 miles. Because not everybody's going to figure out how to get off the highway in time. It's not like they have signs that say, when you go down the highway, they have like the roadwork signs, kind of. They're just like big screens that say stuff on them. It's just like, it'll say, hey, wreck at this mile marker, or 7 miles ahead, disabled vehicle or some shit like that. It's basically those screens that they put Amber Alerts on too. Or missing persons. It'll have their like car, make, and model, and license plate number if they have it, and then just shit like that. If it's not using that, it'll just say, hey, be careful of the weather. Weather's severe weather expected. Winter storm expected. That kind of shit. So with that stuff, they utilize that a little bit to let you know what's going on ahead. You dumbass. Vehicle speed monitored by what? And why are you cutting me off now? Why is this? Oh my God, I'm so sick of this thing beeping. I hear you. Let me guess. Traffic. Yep, traffic. What do you know? We hit traffic. Well, whatever. At least I'm in this fucking lane. I don't have to fucking get over anything like that. Jesus Christ. What a mess. What a goddamn mess this is. Hey, there's my buddy. I'm about to pull up right next to this motherfucker. He didn't even see me. I just waved at him. Goddamn. But yeah, now there's traffic in here. This is fantastic. Hey, he is just fucking... He is on a mission. So wait, what the fuck is going on? How come... See, this is what I'm saying. They didn't utilize those screens. They could have said, hey, traffic up ahead. Nope, not here. Now we're all stuck in this fucking... We're all stuck in this traffic log. Who knows how long that's going to be now. Not that I have anywhere to be in a hurry, but... it makes it easier. Maybe it'll make the day go quicker. Probably not. I'll probably still be out till fucking 2 o'clock in the morning again. That was horseshit last night. I was just at a place getting loaded up, and they took fucking like an hour and a half just to fucking like start loading me. And then what they did is we had a drop trailer there, and they started loading that instead. So I called into my dispatch. I'm like, these stupid motherfuckers are loading the drop trailer. So I ended up having to drop the trailer that I had and then just pick up the loaded one anyway, which is normally what we do there, but they were so far fucking behind. But it basically just, made my life fucking more difficult because I could have just fucking dropped that a while and got hooked up to the other one. But I don't think they know what they're doing down there very well. They're not too smart down that way. It's pretty ridiculous. But hey, I'm paid by the hour, so that's what they want to do. Fuck it. They want to give me their money, I'll take it. I ain't fucking complaining. This is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. I can't believe this. I'm literally now just sitting now. This is almost standstill. Oh, we're crawling now. Now we're crawling. I don't know, man. I finally got the power shovel out. Finally dug up that bamboo in my yard. Man, did that make it 10 times fucking easier. This thing, I never used a power shovel before. This is the first time I ever used this thing. But it was basically like a jackhammer, and it just fucking dug into the ground. It was pretty hard ground. Like, it's not like clay or anything, but it was pretty hard ground, and it just chopped right through the ground. I just got the pry bar out, and I just yanked all this shit up. There's still a bunch of fucking roots down there, which means it's all going to grow back at some point. I know it is. Because them roots and those things, they go down like 3 feet, and I'm not going to fucking dig 3 feet into the fucking house there. So I just fucking got out as much as I can just so we can get this fence up this weekend, and hopefully hopefully everything will be good. Oh shit, no, not again, really? God damn, fucking yawning already. Yawning already. This is terrible. I can't believe how fucking busy we are, man. We're so goddamn busy. We have so much shit going on right now. And everybody's working a lot of hours. Everybody's working hours right now. Nobody's getting off early. Everybody's, working a whole long time to get there. But it is what it is. Like I said, I'm paid by the hour. If they want to fucking give me their money, I will take it. And this right here is just adding on to that time. I could have possibly got back around I don't know, maybe 5:30, 6-ish. Now I probably won't be back till like 7 o'clock maybe, 7:30. You know, whatever. I mean, more money for me. But I'll probably end up having to take off again anyway this week because I'm going to have to take the youngest kid to the doctor. So the more overtime the better right now, just because I'm going to need to make up for the hours that I'm probably going to lose. You know, at least 8 that I am going to lose. But okay, I gotta start. Ugh, fuck, man. There we go. Sitting in traffic. I'm starting to get tired now. This is gonna make me fucking start smoking cigarettes. That's what that's gonna do. You know, which is something I'm trying to stop doing right now. I'm trying to quit because I've been smoking for too long. I thought about it the other day. How long I've been smoking. Now, granted, I'm only 31 years old, but I pretty much started like smoking regularly when I was like somewhere between 17, 18, 19, somewhere in that area. So I'm like, well, if I started smoking at 18, that means I've been smoking for 13 years already. 13 years. So like almost half of my life, I've been smoking cigarettes, putting poison into my body. And that's not good. That is not good. I need to quit because I want to at least, you know, be around for like a first grandchild or something like that. You know, I don't need to live until I'm fucking 85, but I would like to live for a while, make sure I see my children grow up, you know, and maybe see a grandchild or two. You know, if I make it to like 75, I'll be good. 3/4 of a century, that's a good time. 75, somewhere in that area. You know, that'll be all right. I wouldn't be mad about that. Yeah, I mean, I'd be upset at the time probably, but it's not like I can't say, oh, you didn't live a life. I lived a life. You know what I mean? I lived. I did shit. So it's not like I'd be missing out on much. Unless some crazy shit happens. You know, unless there's some fucking nuclear goddamn warfare or whatever, and fucking everybody ends up just getting fried. But I don't see that happening. Not that it's a possibility, but because I mean, let's be honest. If anybody drops a nuke anywhere, you're just ending the world basically. And then what? All the fucking higher up politicians and rich people are just gonna fucking hang out in their shelters till they die? Yeah, okay. It's not like you're gonna have any real electricity or anything like that. You're gonna destroy the grid. No internet, no none of that shit. You're just gonna be sitting there reading books and playing with yourself, which I'm sure some of these old guys will be fine with. Yeah, maybe not the playing with yourself part. Maybe if they have Viagra, maybe they'll just go under there and they'll just have a bottle of Viagra there, so that they can sit down, read books. You ain't looking at no internet porn, I'll tell you that. So they better get them old magazines out. And fucking popping Viagra, reading some fucking Playboy, and jacking their dicks. While everybody else is either dead or upstairs just getting constant radiation poisoning, turning into those fucking ghouls from fucking Fallout. It's a possibility. I mean, I don't think it'll happen just for that reason. They're gonna fucking, oh, I'm alive, but I'm living this terrible, boring fucking life. Fuck that shit. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's why I feel like a lot of people aren't having kids anymore. People are talking about us like not keeping up with the population. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. There's people like me out here who have 3 kids already. You know, it's not like everybody needs to have a fucking kid. I think it'll be all right if the population goes down a little bit. I think it'll be all right. People just stop having kids for a while. I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm not saying we should, you know, do like a Thanos fucking plan and just, you know, wipe out half the population. But it ain't gonna hurt anybody or anything if people don't have kids. There's people that are saying things like, oh, our population we're not gonna keep up with our population, and It's not going to keep the world running. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? There's like almost 8 billion people. 8 billion people. There's plenty of fucking people to keep this world running. I mean, there's plenty of, shitheads out there. Plenty of fucking, maybe you should pick up some of these homeless people. Pick up some of the homeless people. Train them in something. Be like, here, you can do this now. Fucking, you'll make some money and you'll be able to help keep the world going. But no, that's too crazy, man. A lot of them are on drugs, man. We can't get them off the drugs. Well, you probably could. If you had the right shit. If you had the right, I don't even know the word I'm looking for. But if you had the right facilities or something like that, you probably could get a bunch of people off drugs. But everyone who gets off drugs, they go to these like inpatient rehab things, and they're usually pretty shitty. And a lot of the people in there are still doing drugs. They get the other people to do drugs with them. They're like, hey, I got this fucking, meth. Let's smoke this meth now. Oh man, I'm fucking 7 days clean. Oh well, it's only 7 days. There's people out there like that. It's hard to get clean. I know it's hard to get clean. I've seen plenty of my friends get on harder drugs and have to get clean. Some of them haven't gotten clean at all. Some of them are still junkies. But I mean, obviously, this isn't like, it's not like we're living in Skid Row or anything like that. So a lot of them still have like parents that they live with and shit like that. Who, I mean, I get it. It's your kid. You're not going to let them fucking just rot out in the street. I wouldn't. But at the same time, you have to think, well, what the fuck is this guy, what is he going to do? Is he just going to steal all my shit, sell it all for fucking drugs? It's a double-edged sword, man. That's what happens. You keep giving these people chances, and then they steal all your shit. And then what? You're fucking going to be homeless because you're fucking paying fucking, you still got to get, new shit and whatever. Well, you're not homeless. That's a little overkill. But it's going to hurt you in the long run. That's why I see a lot of people are just like, fuck it, go to jail. You know what I mean? I tell my kids, I said, I'll give them, they get one get out of jail free card from me. That's what I got. I got one get out of jail free card. Hey, anything after that, well, you're kind of fucked, buddy. You knew what you were doing. But it's hard to teach your kids to grow up to be smarter, more, It's harder to teach your kids to grow up and be more productive humans in like civilization here. Be something towards help society out to have it, progress. But especially what we live in now, fucking drugs are everywhere, crime is everywhere. People will see easy money and they'll be like, oh, well, I can just rob this bank. And then what? You're in jail for 10 fucking years or 20 fucking years. Then that's like a fucking good portion of your life. 20 fucking years, you live to be 80, that's literally 1/4 of your life that you had to spend behind bars in a cell. I mean, and it's just easy. It's easy to see like the easy way out there. Like I said, I had friends that, did all that too. Usually the same people that did the hard drugs and shit. But they would try and get the easy way out, try and rob somebody or try and just sell drugs themselves. Didn't work out all the time. I mean, sometimes it did, I guess, but it wasn't something that was, something that you're really going to prosper with. Especially in this day and age where everyone knows what you're doing. It's not like you can get away with it forever. It's not like it was back in the day where you could get away with that shit for a long time. Nowadays, they look at your phone records and they see a bunch of, incoming calls that, you normally don't get or something like that. Any kind of, inconsistency that they see in anything you do, any little discrepancy, they're going to fucking be like, oh, well, this is new. This guy's electric bill raised about, $50 to $100 this month. And last month, too. I wonder what he's got. Let's go take a look-see around his house here. Oh, we'll just knock on the door, get a great big sniff. You know what I mean? Drive by with one of them fucking radar guns that fucking you can see through people's houses with. Those are real. Those fucking things are real. That's terrifying. Because that's like a huge invasion of privacy. I mean, I get it. They want to see if people are fucking, I guess, growing weed or have a meth lab in their fucking basement. But that's really shitty. Just drive by and fucking wave this wand around your house and they can kind of see what's going on the inside. That's terrifying. Might all be heat signatures or whatever, but they're like, which I guess you can get away with people, but they're not going to say, oh, this guy only has like 25 people down in his basement at one time. They're going to find that suspicious. And then what? They're going to come knocking on your door. That happened to a buddy of mine. I'm sick of hearing you fucking beep. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ, man. Ah. Anyway, they came to a buddy's house, and he was living with a friend of his who I didn't really know, but they were growing weed in the basement. And a cop came to the house for whatever reason. And he was just like, the age-old fucking, the old reliable fucking, oh, I smell weed. And there was his house, so it's not like they could just go in and fucking start searching it. But he was like, yeah, I just smoked a bowl, man. Like, I smoked weed, sorry. And the cop was just like, no, I smell a lot of weed. He's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And he was like, well, I can go back and get a warrant and find out. I'm like, I highly doubt. God damn it, shut the fuck up. I highly doubt a judge is just going to be like, oh, I smelled a lot of weed. I'm going to have to go need a warrant. They don't have any real proof of anything. Just the fact that he smelled it. And he told the cop that I just smoked a bowl. So it's not like he was lying about there being weed in the house. But it's just, it's just a shitty thing. And I'll tell you what, they got rid of them fucking plants right after that. And what's sad is it was only like 6 or 8 of them, I think. It wasn't like he had this big operation. It was just a couple fucking plants. And they could have came in there and fucking took them, and then he'd have fucking went to jail for who knows how long. Because it's fucking manufacturing at that point. Nowadays, this was years ago now. This is fucking close to 10 years ago now, probably. But it's a little different now, obviously, because fucking weed's about legal, pretty much. It's basically legal on a state level in almost every state. There's a couple states that are really slacking, really falling behind with the times here. But I don't live in one of those states. Now, granted, it's not recreational in this state, but it is medicinal, which is pretty cool. But also, I think if they pull you over and you have like a fucking quarter of an ounce, they're not going to throw you in jail for it. They'll probably just throw it away and give you a fine or something like that. I mean, some places it's even decriminalized. I think in Philly, I think it's decriminalized. I think they just fucking take it from you, or they might still give you a fine. But I think it's just a summary offense now. It's not, it's not nothing to sneeze at. Pay a fucking $200 fine. Rather do that than have something on my permanent record. So I'll pay a fine before I fucking want to go to jail for fucking some weed. I don't believe, weed as a medicine kind of makes sense, but I don't feel like it's one of those, it'll cure your cold thing. Like, I feel like it's something they give to, because there are studies that proves that it slows the growth of cancer and shit like that, which is really cool. I think that's really awesome. But also I think people act like it is like a cure-all. I know it's not really bad for you. Granted, if you smoke it, you're still getting some kind of tar in your lungs, a little bit. But I feel like people will be like, oh yeah, people will be like, oh, I broke my arm, like smoke some weed, I'm healed. It's not like that. Yeah, it does. They do have studies where it says it slows the growth of cancer, and it'll help people who are going through chemo with their appetite and shit like that, which is awesome. I think it's awesome that it does that. Which it does do that. It gives you the fucking munchies, man. Because, it fucking, like, almost kickstarts your metabolism, I feel like. So I feel like when you smoke weed, the THC gets in there. I feel like it, like, makes your body metabolize. I feel like that's why everybody gets hungry. But, it's not like you're gonna, cure your earache with a joint of something that's, they say, oh, it's good for your ears. OG earlobe here, and you won't have an ear infection anymore. I don't think it's like that. A lot of people act like it's like that, though. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. It shouldn't be a medicine because it helps, but I'm tired of people saying like, "Oh, I don't get sick. I smoke weed." I'm like, it has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. You have a strong immune system. Good for you. But weed is not going to cure the common fucking cold. Nice try. You just like to smoke weed all the time. I get it. I used to smoke weed all the time too. I had to quit for obvious reasons, but it's not, it's not like when you go to the fucking doctor with like, strep throat or strep throat or something like that, and they give you the Z pack or whatever. It's not like they're gonna say, "Oh, well, here, have some fucking weed with that too. This will help." It's not gonna help, especially not your strep throat. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool that it's becoming mainstream now. Hopefully, what would be awesome is if it became something like alcohol. Just have with the rules and everything like that. I mean, don't drive high. Definitely 21 or older to buy it. Can't fucking do it if you're on probation kind of deal, just like with alcohol. You can't be drunk. The only thing that sucks is they don't have a real way to test it. Like if they were to give you, like pull you over and give you a DUI or something like that, there's no way to really test it unless they take blood. Because if they just give you a piss test, it's basically, okay, so you smoked weed between either now or the last 45 days, which is horseshit. They're not going to be able to do that. And they can't take blood at every fucking traffic stop. I feel like they do have something, almost like a breathalyzer of some sort, but they'd have to figure that out before really letting it become fully legal, I think. Because if it became legal like fucking alcohol, maybe there's a chance for people that, have jobs that get drug tests and shit like that, they might not fucking worry about that anymore. So long as you're not doing it there. I mean, I can go home every night and get fucking hammered if I wanted to. That's not an issue, but I can't go home and smoke a joint. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. It's not like they can't, because if they piss test you there, they're going to test you for alcohol too to see if you're drunk at work. So regardless, it's not like they're going to say, oh, well, you can get away with it easier. I don't think so, man. I don't fucking think so. When you fucking get high, your eyes get all red, your mouth gets dry, you get a little spacey. When you get drunk, your eyes get all fucking donut glazed. You might get hungry. I don't know. You also do get spacey then too. So, I don't know. Hopefully one of these days, they might do something with it. Because it would be nice to not have to worry about going home on the weekends and having my job worry about what the fuck I'm doing on my weekends. It's a pain in the ass. Oh, you smoked some weed? Well, sorry. Guess you're going to lose your job. Fuck you. Pretty sure I mentioned it before, but I can go home and do an 8-ball of coke and come back and piss clean on Monday, but I can't smoke a joint and not piss clean for the next week or two. It's horse shit. I'm over it. But they're still relying on the war on drugs here. They think it's doing something, and it didn't. It's obvious that it failed. The war on drugs has failed. DARE has failed. All that shit's failed. If people are gonna do drugs, they're gonna do them. They're gonna fucking, if they're very if they're easily persuaded into doing shit, they're probably gonna try something. They might like it, they might not. I mean, let's be honest. The point of drugs is to feel good. So chances are, if somebody tries a drug, they're gonna like it. They're gonna be like, oh wow, this is nice, and they're gonna just start doing it. Hopefully, some people. I know some people that are like, yeah, I don't like that, or some people that don't like pot. They don't like the way that fucking weed makes them feel, which is all right. That's how I am with painkillers and shit like that. Like, at first it's like, oh yeah, this is cool, but then after a while it's like, I don't like this. I'm just falling asleep now. And then I wake up the next day and I'm still like, I have like a fucking Percocet hangover. Fuck all that. And that's a big thing too. A lot of people around here are into pills, or they get into pills and then they end up doing fucking heroin because it's cheaper. That's what happens. That's how the opiates work. Oh shit! Yeah. They're like, oh, I can either buy this fucking one 30 milligram Percocet for fucking $30, you know, because people are paying $1 a milligram now, I guess. Or I can get this bag of fucking Heron for $5 and get the same fucking feeling. And it all goes downhill after that. Even with like uppers and shit, you start doing cocaine, you're gonna have a tolerance to that soon. And then pretty soon, you might even be doing fucking crack. You might be freebasing. It all depends on who you are. How addictive of a personality you got too. But, well, hello there, Mr. State Trooper. He probably wanted to make sure I had a headset on while I was talking because otherwise he'd have pulled my ass over and been like, bitch, you're on your phone? I don't think so. Yeah, not a good idea to be texting and driving, man. Fucking, or even talking on your phone anymore and driving the way people are nowadays. I mean, if I were to be on my phone, if I were to be driving with my phone in my hand, that right there, I think the first fine they give you is like $150 or something like that. But then and now you also get points on your license, like 10 points on your license. But then if you get caught for a second time, it becomes a $1,200 fine, and then you lose your license. Yeah, within the first 2 years. I think it takes 2 years for all the points to reset. But a second offense is $1,200 fine. A $1,200 fine for a second offense with your cell phone. And it's not like it's a secondary offense like it once was. It's a primary offense now. If they see you with a phone, you're getting pulled over. And then you better hope that you have your seatbelt on and, you know, you're not wearing flip-flops. Because otherwise you're getting nailed for that shit. That's a pain in the ass. I don't want none of that. That's why I use the headset. That's why whenever the wife calls, I can just fucking hit a button on the side of my face here. And it's like, oh, hello. Like, so much easier. So much easier. And having to fumble around with a phone, fuck all that. The only time I'm even touching my phone is if I'm looking at the time or something. Which, in these newer trucks, you don't need to worry about that because the time is right in fucking front of me on the dashboard. You know, but, like this fucking guy's on his phone right now. Are you serious, dude? He just passed that cop. What? Come on. Dude, if that was me, I'd have been pulled over instantly. Instantly, I'd have got pulled over. I've been seeing, oh man, it pisses me off. I've been seeing so many people do all this stupid shit. Just in the last 2 days alone, I saw 2 people run red lights. One of them almost fucking hit me today on my way into work. I was turning on. This motherfucker just ran a red light, went around the guy that was stopped at the stoplight, right through it. It was some old fucking guy. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this? And then the day before that, I was pulling out to go on my run, and the truck in front of me went, and this guy pulled out in front of me, in between us, and just went straight. I think his fucking Tesla was running out of juice, though, because he was fucking putting it all the way to the sheets, and then we saw him backing into one of those charging stations. But, like, if I would have done any of this shit, there would have been a cop there. More than likely, there would have been a cop, and I would have got pulled over for it. It's pretty rare. I haven't been pulled over in a while. You know, and I don't break the law too much as far as that. You know, I did, we have a stop sign that when we leave our building, there's a stop sign there to, like, the main road, kind of. But where we're at is, we're at the fucking, like, the dead end zone where it splits off. The only thing we have to stop for is if there's a truck coming out of, like, the terminal there. So, like, nobody stops. If there's no truck coming, nobody stops at that stop sign. They just go. And I fucking drove out of it. And, I fucking, as I went to turn around the corner there, a cop came around the fucking corner to the other side. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Now, granted, he didn't pull me over or anything because I did like, not really floor it, but I fucking picked up speed pretty quick and just fucking went onto the main road, just drove. I was like, fuck this. I'm not getting pulled over. I just got my CDL and shit. I'm like, I'm not getting pulled. Everybody runs that fucking stop sign. You know, and people have been pulled over at that stop sign, but usually the only place for them to sit is right in the stones across the way where you can see them. So, you know, and I mean, I understand if fucking they set a bunch of cops there at one time, like at a shift, like a shift change, they would be able to pull over like fucking 10 to 12 people easily, just because all those people would fucking run that stop sign. I am so sick of hearing that fucking beeping already. Holy bumpy road, Jesus Christ, man. But I'm not, you know, I usually look before I go. And if I can see any fucking cop there, I obviously won't run the stop sign, but, you know, or if there's a truck coming, then I'll stop, because I don't get hit by a truck either. But I just always seem to have that, like, not really shitty luck, but, like, I always hear, like, my friends and shit, they're constantly getting pulled over for, like, some dumb shit that, you know, you would think would never fucking happen. But it does, because people get pulled over for everything. But, I mean, they get pulled over for some dumb shit. They're like, how did that even happen? You know what I mean? But, I don't know. Like I said, that's why I try and follow the law as much as possible, because I do not want any fines. I just had to pay a fine. This is like last year now. But my wife, they said my wife was doing 41 and a 25, which I think is horseshit. I think they're liars. And then also we forgot to renew the registration, which really sucks, because I'm usually on top of that shit, but apparently not this time. But man, that was nice fucking $300 total in fines. You know, and it was right when we had fucking money too, right when I got up a bunch of money from working. I had to go and spend it all because fucking of that shit. It's always something. There's always fucking something, and it pisses me off. I can never just have my money and sit on it. Something's got to happen. Something's got to happen where I got to go and fucking spend it all. And it's always around fucking Christmas, like this time of year is when it happens. And all the time. It's infuriating. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. I just want to fucking have money and save it for once. Let it sit there. So in case something, you know, which I get it, that is for something, in case something happens. But when something happens every time I get like a savings up, that's a fucking issue. You know what I mean? I'm afraid that if I go, because I'm saving up to do all this housework, I'm afraid that I'm going to go and start redoing my floor, and then I'm going to have, you know, my fucking garage door or something break. Yeah, which is something I'm not going to do myself, because them fucking springs they'll kill you, man. Those garage door springs will kill you. The amount of tension behind those things, you release one of those things, pow, it's going to go right into your eyeball through your brain. So, I mean, that's something I'm not going to work on. If it's something I could do, then, you know, whatever. Like, we had our toilet fucking kind of take a shit on us at one point. I fixed that, but I don't know, man. I don't like that. I like having a little cushion there. And I keep trying to add to it, and then more shit just keeps happening. It's like, hey, he's got the money now. Let him fucking fix it. By the end of these fucking next 10 years, I'm going to have a brand new house. Because everything in it just keeps breaking. And I just keep fixing it. But I guess that's not exactly a bad thing, but I don't know. And it really sucks because I have two of my kids' birthdays are right around Christmas too. November and December. They're like within a week of each other. And then right after that, a couple weeks later is fucking Christmas. It's such a pain in the ass. And I don't want to be one of those fucking parents that's like, well, this is your birthday and your Christmas present. No. No way. Maybe when they're older. When they're older, maybe I'll do something like that. But as of right now, they're kids. You know, they're young little kids. They need to have little parties. Have little parties and shit. Be like, hey, you know, he's, you know, like my oldest is going to be 5. So, I mean, that's kind of a big deal, I guess. The one year is the big deal. 1 year, I'm sure five's a big year, 10's a big year. I think 13's a big year, 16's a big year, and 18's a big year. Other than that, the only thing you have left to look forward to is your 21st birthday, which, most of the time your parents aren't going to take you out drinking. They're going to be like, nah, dude, I'm staying in. I don't know about you, but I don't like to be out till 3 a.m. anymore. I did that shit. Before you came around, that's what I was doing. Staying out to the bars till 2:30. And then driving drunk home, trying to roll a joint while I'm driving. And then smoking it in my driveway when I got home. Like a fucking idiot. Hey, good times though, man. Good times. I always say if I could go back for just one day, just to relive that shit for one day, not change the future or anything like that, just fucking go back, be able to get in my fucking old Honda Civic and fucking just drive around with, some buddies, burn a couple of fucking blunts, drink and drive, do all that old shit I used to do, without the, fear of changing the future or actually fucking killing myself that day, in a fucking car accident or something like that. But I would love that. They would just go around, wake up at fucking 12 noon, go and drive around, get high, eat a fucking Big Mac, go back to the house, fucking see a lot of people, go around and see a lot of people I don't see any at all anymore. So there's a lot of people I don't see much of anybody anymore. Some of them aren't even alive, you know what I mean? So it'd be nice to go back and just see some of them fellas, see some of those people once again, and then go back home, fucking stay up till fucking 4 in the morning, just getting high and smoking fucking weed by myself. Because that was a big thing too. Or even with people. You know what I mean? I'd have to space that. I'd have to have a couple days. Because I'd have to go back to like 8th grade to live a day in 8th grade. And then live a day like my junior and senior year. Something like that. Somewhere around there. And then live another day when I was like 18, well, maybe 19, 20 years old, 21. Somewhere around there. Before I was legally able to drink. And then I would live another day when I was legally able to drink. So a total of like 4 days. 4 different days. That's what it felt like now. That's what it feels like now. It felt like it was only 4 days when all that shit happened. I was in high school, and then I graduated, then I was able to go out to the bars. Now I got kids. Feels like fucking like yesterday, man. So that's when, and I'm going to tell my kids too, they're not going to listen, just like I didn't listen, but, it's going to go fast. You're going to wish you were back doing that shit. You're going to look back at the good old days and stuff like that, which, I don't really look back on it anymore just because, like I said, I have kids now. I've had to worry about that shit for the past 5 fucking years. And 5 fucking years ago was basically the good old days. You know what I mean? I was, still doing the shit I was doing for the most part. I just had to change because I had kids, and I did. So, not like it was that long ago. But when I look at some of the people that I used to hang out with or go to school with, I go, God damn. Not that I look like I'm a fucking young man. I mean, I don't certainly look as bad as some people, but I don't look as good as some people either, I tell you that. And I just look at that, I'm like, fuck, man. Life has not been good to you. You have been fucking up. But, I don't know. I mean, to each his own. Like I said, some people have things that happen that they need to gain responsibility real quick. And some people don't. So that's why I fucking do what I do. And I feel pretty good about it. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it at all. Because what would I be doing if I didn't change, if I didn't have kids or something like that? What if I still had kids and didn't change? Still be living in that shitty fucking apartment. 2-bedroom apartment with fucking 5 people. I ain't having that. What if I didn't have kids? I'd still be living in a 2 fucking bedroom apartment By my fucking self, maybe. Or I might not even gone that far. I might still be in the fucking trailer park. So, as far as I'm concerned, everything that happened to me has happened for the better. Mostly. Mostly everything that's happened to me has happened for the better. So, I'm not going to complain about that. But, what I am going to complain about is the way these fucking cars are parked along the side of the road here. Or parked into these fucking spots. Dude, pull up the whole way into your parking spot. I don't understand why people are fucking, they have their asses, like the ass end, just hanging out into the lane. When they have like 4 or 5 feet of parking spot left right ahead of them. It's pretty upsetting. It's obnoxious. Just goes right back to the people who are shitty at driving thing. Which I spew that. Woo. Oh, look at that. OT. What a surprise. Looks like I won't be out until fucking 2 a.m. God damn it. Whatever. Whatever. I just need to fucking take my sweet ass time then on my next fucking trip, because I ain't fucking doing no 2 a.m. shit again. I wouldn't mind it, but that was just rough. And then I didn't get much sleep last night, so it just kind of fucked me over. Luckily I'm pretty far away, so this will soak up half my night right here, at least, from where I'm at. But, yeah, I don't know why, but I really want some fucking fish. Like, I really want Long John Silver's for some reason. And I'm not a huge fish person. Like, I like fish. It's alright. I'm not going to choose it over, like, a chicken or a pork chop or a fucking juicy cheeseburger. But I like fish. I do like fish. And Long John Silver's back in the day, man, was the shit. And when I say back in the day, I mean, like, early 90s. Because, so when I was real little, I would go to church with, oh, whoa, what is this guy? That's a big old, is that a lifeline? It is a lifeline. Somebody's hurt. Where are they landing at? Sorry, this all just got interesting. There's a fucking lifeline that I think is landing at the place I was just at. We're the place right next door. But it looked like they were slowing down. It looked like they were stopping there. I don't know. I don't see him anymore now, damn it. That guy was moving fast as shit. I don't know, maybe he landed already. But, either way, fuck was I saying? Oh, yeah, Long John Silver. So back in the day, back when I was just a little boy, I used to go to church with my one aunt and uncle. And every Sunday, we would go to Long John Silver's. And I would get a big old piece of fish with some hush puppies and some french fries. Like I said, this is back in, late 80s, early 90s when it wasn't like fake shit. Like it was actually like real fish and stuff like that. Now it's probably still real fish, but it's probably mostly fillers and stuff like that. But back then it was good food. But yeah, we used to go there every day, and or every Sunday, and I would fucking dip my fish in ketchup like a fucking scrub, because I didn't know what any other sauce was besides ketchup. And I don't like tartar sauce, so don't even mention that fucking shit to me. That's got fucking, that relish, I can't stand relish. That, and I like mayonnaise, but not that goddamn much that I'm going to eat a sauce made out of it. Like if I make a sandwich that has mayonnaise on it, it's not like glopped on there. Like I got a fish sandwich from Burger King like a while back, and I asked for mayonnaise instead of relish tartar sauce, because like I said, I don't like relish. But these motherfuckers, I watched them make it, and they fucking scooped this heaping pile on both sides of the fucking bun, just like all along across the buns, and like it was like oozing mayonnaise. I'm like, dude, you just made this fucking fish sandwich like 1,000 calories because of how much mayonnaise you had to put on it. Why'd you have to put that much goddamn mayonnaise on it? I even said light mayonnaise. But if that was light mayonnaise, I could imagine what fucking just regular mayonnaise is. God damn. But yeah, and I haven't been to fucking Long John Silver's in forever. Years, man. I mean, I don't even know if they're any good anymore. And the only one that I know of is the one by my work that also is shared with a KFC. Yeah, which there's a lot of that now, especially with KFC. You're always going to see a KFC Taco Bell or a KFC Long John Silver's or whatever. Then there's Taco Bell Pizza Huts too, but yeah, you don't see many Long John Silver's anymore. They must be a dying breed. Along with KFC and Taco Bell, I guess. Well, I mean, I see commercials for KFC all the goddamn time. I never see a commercial for Long John Silver's. At least not anymore. In fact, I can't remember the last time I saw a Long John Silver's commercial. Yeah, man, it's been a while. Back when they'd show you a picture of the little shrimps being dunked in cocktail sauce. Something else I'm not a fan of. I'm not a huge fan of, like, seafood. Like, I'll eat, fish, obviously. Some fish. Like haddock and tilapia. Salmon's alright. But, sometimes I'll eat shrimp. I'm not a big fan of it. It's just not, it doesn't taste as good as everybody thinks it is. Mostly I'll eat it if it's breaded. If it's breaded shrimp, fried, then I might eat it. But again, I'm not going to pick that over anything else. And then I like scallops. Scallops are pretty good. But I don't like crab. I don't like crab legs. I don't like crab meat or crab cakes. I think that's gross. It's mostly just fish and the occasional scallop. And even then, the scallop has to be, like, dipped in butter, wrapped in bacon. That's the only way I'm going to eat those things. Because, I'm going to be honest, seafood is not that great. I don't eat sushi. I don't eat none of that shit. Tuna, I'll eat some tuna, I guess, so long as it's made right. But other than that, man, I'm not eating much seafood. Which is, which, I mean, I get, I probably should, but I take fish oil, so I'm getting my omega-3s. But yeah, man, Long John Silver's, it's been a while. Like I said, I haven't seen a commercial for them. Haven't even, I pass one like almost every day. I just never thought to stop. Maybe one of these days I will, but I don't know. All that fried fucking fish too, though. Because now their meals are probably not what they used to be. Because I remember I used to get it was like 2 pieces of fish, a hush puppy, and fries. Now they probably fucking skimp those down real bad now. It's probably why I was such a fat kid. I ate all that shit. But, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. I'm probably better off not eating this shit. I mean, fuck. Imagine, you see the fucking calories on, like, McDonald's and Burger King meals and shit like that. I'm sure that shit's probably just as fucking heavy. Not, like I said, not that I'm going to go out of my way for it, but maybe I will stop and maybe I will get some fish and hush puppies. Ah, my God. Why do I keep yawning? Ugh, I got fucking goddamn mustache hairs stuffed in my mouth. What the fuck? Yeah, I should eat some more fish. No one in my house eats fish besides me, though. I mean, the kids will probably eat fish sticks if I fucking bought them, but I don't want fish sticks. I want fucking actual, like, filleted fish. That's what I want. Filleted fish with some seasonal and lemon pepper on it. Cook that bad boy in the oven. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good stuff there. That's real good stuff. Yeah, man, the first time we used to have, when I worked at the restaurant, we had crab leg night. It was like all you can eat crab legs too, for like fucking, I don't know how much they charge, like $25 or something like that. But the crab legs we got were pretty big. They're big snow crab legs or whatever. But I remember the first time I tried some of it, and I was just like, ugh. Like, why is it so fucking salty? Then they're like, oh, you gotta dip it in butter. And I dipped it in butter. I'm like, ugh. It's not any better. It still tastes like fucking shit. And then, like, there would be a bunch that would come back. because like they wouldn't sell them all throughout the night, so there'd be like a pan of crab legs sitting back there during closing time, and like coworkers would just be eating them like crazy. Because I mean, why not? It's an expensive fucking food that you're gonna be able to eat for free. You can't save them. You know what I mean? So they would just fucking eat them. Why would you want to throw them? You know, sometimes fucking the place would make us throw them away. This is how dumb restaurants are. This is how fucking stupid they are. They can have all these leftover shits that they can't save, but they won't let anybody take it home. They'll make you throw it away. Like, how fucking stupid is that? I mean, we all took it home anyway because that's fucking ridiculous. How stupid is that? Just gonna waste this food. At least some of us are eating. You know, at the time, I was super poor. I was living in a little apartment. Fucking, my whole fucking fridge was filled with to-go containers of food that, you know, I would bring home from work because I couldn't really go shopping and get my own food. I didn't know any better. The only thing that was in my fucking refrigerator was like ketchup and like basically condiments, a gallon of tea, a half gallon of milk, some strawberry syrup, and then there was like ice cream in the fridge. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really go get shopping. I might have had a loaf of bread. I didn't really have to buy food because I ate at work. You know, it was a kitchen, so I was eating there. I didn't really need to get anything home, just like snacks and shit like that. But you know, I think back to that. I can't even remember that apartment. I remember what it looks like on the inside, but I don't remember like how everything was set up. I don't remember how. Well, I do remember somewhat how it was set up, but I don't remember like what kind of shit I had in the fridge or anything like that. It was just a little dinky apartment, fucking, you know, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, but you know, it was just like I said, it was small. It wasn't like a big 2 bedroom. It was like you walked in and there was living room and then straight ahead, yeah, which wasn't very big. And then there was the kitchen straight ahead, and then you went to the left, which led to like this tiny. It's not even considered a hallway. It was just a little area you walked in, where if you went straight, it was the bathroom, and then the 2 bedrooms were on the side, were on each side. So like, it was a tiny little place. It was perfect for just me, but I was just a dumb kid, and really disliked the fact that I kind of let that shit go. I wish I would have just fucking, I wish I would have sacked up. I wish I would have known better and just stayed there. But I started doing other shit, and then, you know, all of a sudden, oh, I can't pay the rent. Sorry, and then I'm getting kicked out. Or evicted. Actually, I left it. I just left it. So I'm like, well, I can't get any fucking. I'm not gonna pay the rent. So I basically stayed there until I knew I wasn't gonna pay. They were gonna come and give me an eviction notice, and then I turned everything off. Like the electricity and the cable and shit like that. But and I just bounced. I was like, see ya. I moved back down to my mom for a minute. And I moved in with a friend of mine in the trailer park. And I was there for like, fuck, 3 years. Almost 3 years, I think. And then started having, I started having kids. And I was like, well, I don't want them to fucking be living in here. Not only that, we lived in a trashy trailer park too. It was filled with like the trashiest of white trash, man. Like, just the people were fucking ridiculous, and like it they were all run down trailers. You know, the kids there were some kids there, none that were really old. They were older kids, I think, like high school and shit like that. But they it was a trash place, man. They didn't take care of. I remember going outside. The water, you'd never drink the water there. I just remember because it was just disgusting and shit. Like, it was so like full of sediment. Like, we had a water heater that we had to replace the element on twice while I was living there. And when you pulled it out, it just had all this shit burnt to it and stuck to it because of all the fucking like just stuff that was in the water there. I remember going out the one time and seeing the landlord fucking dumping bleach down at the well pump. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It was disgusting. I'm like, he's like, I'm treating the water. I'm like, yeah, you're dumping fucking chemicals in it, man. You know, I mean, this is why we never drank the water there. I mean, we showered in it. We probably shouldn't have even done that. But we always bought like gallons of water and stuff because we fucking fucking stupid. Why would you even want to? After I saw that, I'm like, well, I'm definitely not drinking it now. Even with the Brita filter, I wouldn't drink it. I was like, fuck that shit. Don't even want to shower. Don't even want to wash my dishes in it because it might be fucking how nasty it is. And then it was just, there was just it was just nasty. Like the trailers themselves were falling apart. Some of them were all right. Like we lived in one that was okay, but we also had one of the bigger ones too because we had a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom trailer, which is fucking unheard of. At least in that fucking trailer park. All the other ones were just like fucking garbage. God, they were such garbage. But I mean, when you fucking didn't have anywhere else to go, you know what I mean? You needed somewhere to live, and the rent was fucking cheap. It was there, man. I think we paid like $425 a month for that, and that included like the lot rent. It included water, trash, and sewer. You know what I mean? So it was just that rent right there. It was $425, and then we had to pay electricity, cable, that kind of shit. Electricity and like what other amenities you wanted, like internet. So $425 plus, maybe $125 electric bill. So what? $550 plus we had cable and internet, so that was probably $100. $650 plus what else? What else fucking was there? I think that was it. Plus we need to refill the oil like twice a fucking winter. So that right there was like just an extra fucking $700 a year. So I mean, every month we were paying like $600 to $700 for all the fucking bills, all of them. So for a couple people that were not making not quite minimum wage, but not quite not a good wage, you know what I mean? Making like $8 an hour, $9 an hour, or something like that. Between the two of us, it was fucking simple. Fucking simple. We were actually able, and what really pissed me off is because we did work a good bit too. I mean, we put in a lot of hours. We were getting decent checks. Not decent now, obviously. When I look at like my biggest check I ever had working there, I laugh because it's not even half of my biggest check that I've had here. You know what I mean? It's not even half that. So for me to, say it was a big check now is kind of dumb. God damn, fucking things. These roads suck. But yeah, like we on average it wasn't they weren't large checks. So like we would dude, come on. But here's the thing though, we still had to buy groceries too and shit like that. And I was a pothead like a motherfucker, so I was buying weed like crazy. But I also had a car payment too. So like I was paying dude, fucking stop that. But I went to when I would pay all my bills, I had my truck payment was like $400, and then the rent and all the bills was like $350. So $750 right there just for bills plus my insurance. I think was $60. So like $800 a month basically, $850 a month for all my bills, and I probably made like like 12 to 1500 a month maybe if I was lucky. I was probably probably less than that. I probably made like 1200 a month more than likely. Yeah, 12 to 15, somewhere in between. It always varied. Low end was 12. High end, if I worked, 800 fucking hours in that month, it was closer to 15. But, or if I had more than one pay week. Ooh, oh my God. But we yeah, I still had to buy I still bought weed and shit and like spent my money on dumb shit because I went out to eat. If I wasn't at work, I would go eat somewhere. We didn't really go shopping that much. We did a little bit, but not much. It's like that would have been a perfect way for me to save money probably. Because I could have easily saved, because we only lived like fucking 10 minutes away from where we worked. Like it was right down the road. So like it's not like I was spending a whole lot in gas. But we definitely fucking could have saved some money then, and I did not. I did not save any fucking money. It was terrible. And then whenever she told me that my wife told me she's pregnant, I was like, well, now I kind of have to fucking do something. So I fucking worked all these guys. Now, luckily, I while I was there, I got a new job too. So throughout the like last year I worked there, I was making a lot more money, and I fucking was actually had some money saved up too. But we fucking went. What are you doing? What is this shit? Are you serious? Are we gonna do fucking 28? It's fucking 45, man. Come on. Are you even spraying the lines? Or are you just being a fucking dick? Well, either way, I got a new job while I was there, so I was able to save up some money, but not a whole lot. Obviously, I was still smoking weed and just spending money on shit. But we had to get a new place. I had to move the fuck out. So right then and there, I fucking sacked up a whole bunch of money the best I can. And my wife was working at the time too, so she had money. So we just kind of put our money together and fucking got this apartment pretty quickly, actually. I think within like a month or two. Pretty sure it was within a month or two we got the fucking apartment. And then I believe a month or two later, we had the baby. Because we weren't in the apartment by ourselves for long. I want to say it was, I can't remember when it was. It was sometime in the spring that we moved. Spring or summer. Yeah, because it was like July or maybe August. So maybe we did spend a good bit of time, a couple months by ourselves, which really, was cool. But we ended up still having to fucking we still had the kids, so it's not like we stayed a lot of time there. It's not like most people who already have a house and shit by that time, and then have kids because they're smart. But yeah, we lived there for a couple months by ourselves. Got everything set up. We had everything set up real nice, and then and then I still obviously still wasn't saving up as much money as I should have, but luckily there was two of us working and everything, and I think at one point she actually made more money than I did at one point till I got my raise because she reached her cap where she was working. I didn't, and I actually got a little more. I was making like 50 cents more than her then. You know what I mean? So it's not like we didn't exactly have a plan set up for any of it. So we just kind of went with it, and then more shit happened. Now we're lovely home owners of a lovely home. So now it all worked out. Granted, I haven't seen my old roommate in a long time. I know I don't know. I know what they're doing, but I mean I know where about they're at, but I haven't seen them in a while. But yeah, once we moved out of there and was in the apartment, we just kind of went up from there. Then, I got my CDL and shit. I quit smoking weed. I stopped spending my money very stupid. I still spend my money stupidly sometimes. I still buy shit when I shouldn't buy shit. I see it, I'm just like, I gotta have that, and then I buy it. Mostly video games and shit like that. But yeah, I'll try not to do that nowadays. I mean, now I fucking even make even more money now too, but my wife's not working either, and I don't know. That might change. It all depends, because it's another year that around Christmas time some shit happened, and I'm like, I'm fucking tired of this shit. You're just making this time of year just fucking miserable for me. But also, I mean, we had a baby last year. I mean, he was still a baby. He was only a year old at that time, around this time, or about to be a year old. And now we have a newborn this year. So, I don't know. we'll we'll see what happens here. It's a lot different now that we have a house and shit. And, fucking bills are a little more expensive now, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll figure it out because it's literally what I've always done. I figured it out. I'm pretty good at figuring shit out, believe it or not. I'm pretty good at managing my money, even when I have a little bit of it. You know, there's always an extra $5 somewhere. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here, and I will talk to you guys again later this week. Well, no, next week, I guess. Guess I'll be talking to you guys next week. And hopefully, oh, that's charging up too much. There we go. And hopefully you'll be back again to listen to me.